Hello ladies and gents, Ghost here, and today we're going to be doing another Q&A, number 3, finally. I've gotten round to this. I know it's been a pretty long time since I did number 2, but I did keep all of your questions, so if you left a question on that video, hopefully I will get time to answer it today. As you can see in the background, we have a little bit of Battlefield 3 gameplay today. I have been really missing Battlefield 3 actually, you know, after it came for free on Origin. I went and played quite a lot. Some of you may have been on that particular live stream. I went in the jets, and I'm going to be showing you some of that footage, some infantry footage as well. I had a blast, man. That is just such a good game still. Anywho, enough about that. Getting on to the questions. First up, we have Mr. Scott Lee, and he says, how long does it take from recording to editing to uploading on average? And I love this episode. Thank you very much. So, it really differs from video to video. Most of you guys will know that I live stream quite a lot, and whenever I live stream, I record. So, you know, I try and kill two birds with one stone. I get footage recorded for making my YouTube videos with, and I also live stream and get to chat with you guys, and hopefully entertain you guys at the same time. So, for me, the recording part isn't too difficult. Unless I'm doing something really super specific, I want to showcase a certain tactic, for example, in the jets. Obviously then I'm going to have to put myself under certain circumstances to try and get said footage recorded. Now editing can take quite a long time. If it's something like a jet tutorial, it will sometimes be largely edited. It will be different games, like a footage from a lot of different rounds, maybe some stuff that I've recorded live as well in order to demonstrate a particular technique in the jets. But if it's just a general commentary like this, there isn't much editing that goes into it. You know, I have a round in the background. I don't really need to clip and edit that footage down too much. Just pretty much what I'm actually saying right now. That's the only thing I'm going to have to edit, really. I know for me, voice editing, it kind of goes the same way. Sometimes I'll have a really good day and I just keep getting really long, clean takes of stuff. Other days, I just won't be with the plan, man. I'll just keep messing up all of my sentences and I'll pretty much have to redo like the entire video. It differs from day to day. It depends how tired I am, etc. But all in all, I usually spend, I would say, an average of around 3 hours making a video. Maybe 3 to 4, in fact. I spend quite a lot of time on it. It may come to a surprise to you guys, but the whole process, you know, recording the footage, editing, doing the commentary, putting in all the graphics, doing the intros that I do, syncing that up to the music, making the thumbnail, uploading, putting in the video description, putting in the annotations, like the list goes on. Putting out one video is like a huge process, and I often tackle small parts of it over a number of days. So thanks for your question, man. On to the next one. Vectra, good old Vectra, he's a regular over on the stream, and he asks, why is your Twitter name Nalra? Right, this is a little bit of a story, and a lot of people ask me this, so I suppose I should just explain this one here. So I used to play World of Warcraft, as did a lot of other people, and I've probably played that game for a good, probably, yeah, 7 or 8 years or so. It was quite a while. I was a pretty hardcore raider, and that was really what I was interested in, and my main character's name was, of course, Ghost, right? Then I made an alt, and for whatever reason, I decided to create a completely different name. Now, there used to be an old StarCraft 1 pro gamer, and his name was Nalra, and that was spelled N-A-L-R-A, and I really wanted to have that same name. Don't ask me why, I just think it sounds pretty cool, or at least I used to. However, Nalra without the H happened to be taken, so I just stuck an H in there, and figured, yeah, well, that would work, sort of linguistically, you know, with the pronunciation and everything, and that's how the name came about. Why I actually kept that as my Twitter handle for my YouTube channel, I don't know, guys. In hindsight, I probably should have made a brand new Twitter account and called myself Ghost Gaming, or at least Ghost, or something that relates to my channel, but what can I say? I didn't know I was going to do this properly, you know, that I was really going to get a passion for making YouTube videos, and I was going to get stuck into this with both feet forward. So, yeah, I'm afraid you guys are just going to have to live with that one. So, good question there from Mr. Vectra. Finally, you guys got that one out of me. Alright, next question comes in from the Darth Lightning, and he says, what do you think about competitive Battlefield 4? Because I really like playing competitively, and I think you should set up an MLG team for clan battles in the platoon. Okay, so This is something I've actually been looking into a little bit. I've been on ESL, which is, I believe, the Electronic Sports League. I think that's what it stands for. And they cover a wide variety of games. Amongst those games are Battlefield 4, StarCraft 2, League of Legends, you know, all the games you would pretty much expect. Call of Duty as well, of course. Now, I went over here and started to check out what kind of competitive things would be available, because, you know, I would really love like a big large-scale conquest map where I could maybe get to participate as the jet pilot. Now, from what I can see there, most of it is about 5-a-side domination play or 8-a-side conquest. And there are actually prizes to be won, so you can enter a cup every single week, and the winner of that cup will win like €100. And that's maybe an 8-a-side conquest map with set vehicles, you know, it all has set parameters. However, the issue is that you need to have a squad, or I suppose you would say a team, of 8 people together, or 5 people if you're going to play the domination type, all together at the exact same time. And for me, this is just very, very difficult to organize, because I have 2 kids, you know. You guys know how I am with the streaming thing, right? I don't have a set schedule, and the reason for that is because I can't. I have a very sporadic job schedule, so one week, the days I'm working and the days I have off will not necessarily be the same as the second week. So I can't just do something easy like say, oh, let's do that on Sunday because I have every single Sunday off work, right? It's quite difficult. I also have a girlfriend, so it's hard enough just to get myself online at a specific set time and date, never mind 4 or 7 other people along with me. However, there is something else that I saw that interested me, and that is the ladder over on ESL for one-on-one stealth jets. Now that's something I can do by myself, and I can freely challenge other players within the ladder to stealth jet dogfighting. And I also thought that might be a great thing to make a series out of. You know, I'm sure you guys would love to see some dogfighting action, because when I'm in the attack jet, of course, you know, it's not the stealth jet, and you guys probably want some stealth jet footage and some tips and tutorials and that kind of thing as well. So I thought it might be a nice opportunity to hop into the stealth jets and show you guys some real dogfighting action. I do have a feeling that I will probably get my arse handed to me though, because, you know, I'm not the best dogfighter. Don't get me wrong, I'm okay and I can pretty much handle myself in a public game, but on a one-on-one stealth jet versus ladder, I'm probably going to die painfully. But you guys let me know in the comments down below if that's something you would like to see, whether I own the other guy or get terribly demolished by him. Then drop me a line down below, let me know what you think about that idea. Alright guys, so next question comes in from Mike Scott, and this is actually not really one question but a series of them, so I'm going to try and run through these pretty quick because I can see by the counter in Vegas that time is getting on here. So first of all, he says, what monitor do you use? I use a BenQ XL2411T. This is a 144Hz monitor. I think it's 22 inch, so it's not the largest monitor, but those 144Hz really serve my purpose for playing games like Battlefield, and I just love the thing, man. It's been awesome since I got it. The colours aren't too great, at least not the presets that come with the monitor, so you do have to fiddle around with the colours quite a bit to get them working nicely, but once you do, it looks pretty damn sweet. Second one, he says, if I was to switch from a 7950 AMD card to an Nvidia, which should I pick up to take advantage of shadow play? Well, any Nvidia GTX 650 or above will be able to take advantage of shadow play's functionality. So for question number 3, he asks, do you use virtual audio cable, and if so, what settings do you use for it? Well, here is my virtual audio cable control panel, as you can see, and I haven't really changed any of the settings in here. I think I may have put the driver parameters up to 2 cables there, so that you know, I can separate my channels correctly, but other than that, I think I left everybody as default, if I remember. Jack Frags did a really good video on virtual audio cable, so if you go and look that up on his channel, then you'll probably find a few better answers on this whole thing here. Once I've done that, I run 2 different instances of the audio repeater here. And what I will do is I will take this one here and put it to line 1, and at the wave out I'll put that to speakers, so that's my sound card there. The second one I will put to line 2, and once again wave out to speakers. The only values I actually change is I change total buffer here to 100, and I change the buffer to 5. So here we go, 105. And basically what I do then is start the repeaters, and then they're just clicking away. Minimize those down. Go here to playback devices, and then I'll have these two lines. What I can actually do is make Battlefield 4 record its audio to whichever line I want. So for example, I'm not going to do it now because I probably won't be able to hear myself. But if I click this one here, put set as default device, put it set as default communication device as well, Battlefield 4 will actually then automatically record to line 1 because it automatically records to whichever you have set to the default. And then what I can do is take something like Spotify, if I so wish to play music, or if I'm on Mumble with somebody, like when I did the episode with Chinese guy, I had him coming through line 2. So in the Mumble settings, I set up to line 2, and that way the audio would split into 2 different directions. Now, something else to bear in mind is you'll probably need DxTory if you really want to take advantage of this for collaborating with other people. So I use DxTory because that allows you to record multiple audio channels separately. And as you can see here, on the first one I have my microphone, on the second one I have line 1, which will be the in-game audio. On the third one I have line 2, which would be well, the Chinese guy's audio or whoever I was talking to over Mumble, and the fourth one is speakers, so that will be a mixture of everything together. So once I've recorded my footage, I can right click on it, extract the audios, and alter those sound levels accordingly. So there you go, man. I hope that gives you any answers you were looking for. And finally, number 4, he says, oddball question, are you going to try the new World of Warcraft expansion when it comes out? Probably not. I don't even have Mists of Pandaria at the moment, and I don't really plan on buying that just to get my hands on Warlords of Draenor. It's just, my World of Warcraft time is kind of past right now, unless I would somehow manage to get it for free. If World of Warcraft was free to play, I will probably go and install it just to see what was there, but pay money for it? Probably not, dude. So there we go, guys. That's how I'm going to do it for this Q&A. Sorry if I didn't get round to your question. I will still keep it written down and try and answer it in the next episode. And let me know, guys, how you like these episodes, because if you really like them, then maybe I'll sort of up the frequency that I do them in so that you guys can get a few more of them and I can answer some more of your questions. I know maybe some of the answers were a little bit long-winded, but you know, I figured you guys have put in the time and effort to ask me a question, and I should put in the time and effort to answer it thoroughly and in as much depth as possible. As always, feel free to leave more questions on this episode down below for the next episode, and thank you guys all for watching. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate the way you support my channel, always liking my videos, man, always watching them. I'm seriously, like, in your debt, guys, so thank you so much for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.